What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I have seen so many women give a lot of props to Eve. She is married to Maximilian Cooper, and Maximilian Cooper already had like white kids. I believe he's a British citizen, something like that. And of course, once that happened for her, basically, you know, everybody, a lot of black women, they were really, really excited. Like, girl, you done came up. You ain't gotta be dealing with these dudes out here, okay? And you always hear when it comes to the women in the black community that somehow if black men are not going to step up, white men will step up, all right? You always hear that. So let's put that to the test, if we will. Number one, here's what I want to talk about. If a white man is to date a black woman, okay, then according to the women out there, what was she doing before? I mean, if the white man is getting somebody that's so great or vice versa, what was she doing before, okay? Because again, you tired of these black dudes and the white dude is better. Only the argument for the people that it applies. Eve recently addresses this. In her latest memoir, Who's That Girl? She's basically pulling back the curtain on a chapter of her life her fans never knew. A short-lived romance with Suge Knight, okay? Eve basically was dealing with Dr. Dre. They made a solid hit together, all right? The smash collab was called Let Me Blow Your Mind with Gwen Stefani, all right? So basically, we all know what happened with Suge Knight and Dr. Dre. They became mortal enemies. So what Eve did is she decided, so you know what? I want to get under Dr. Dre's skin. Let me go and let Suge Knight clap the cheeks, all right? Then basically, Suge got involved in her business with Jimmy Lovine and all of that, and basically, it almost destroyed her career, all right? So that's what happened, right? So when I think about that, I think about the same person when we, and I'm talking about women in the black community, when you look at the fact that Eve did that just to spite somebody. We talking about a person that she's not even dealing with. Then what does that mean what Eve would have did if she was dealing with a guy and it didn't go her way? Would she do the same thing? And so when you go out and you say, oh yeah, go get you a white man, what you're talking about is this is the kind of person that Eve was or could still be right now. That's what he got. Okay? And if there was any respect for that man, she should have died with that information. You basically have proved the point when women say, and this is not all women, but when you say stuff that, you know what, when it comes to black women, they need to go and get a white man. Okay, then do y'all tell this part that, oh, my boyfriend didn't do something that I wanted, so I went and I dealt with somebody else. Can you say that? Or do you say that? Do you discuss that? Do you say that? Does it make sense? And then again, when you're talking like that, I just really want to know, if we're talking about sisters like Eve, what are these men really getting? If they are to deal with somebody that has this level of ethics, she wasn't even dating Dr. Dre. So you went and you dealt with a dude just out of spite. Imagine what you would do if that was your boyfriend or your husband. So then this man comes out there, you know, he risks bringing you into his community if you act like this. And then all of a sudden, black men are jealous because of this. This is why a lot of ladies gotta be, like, you gotta be serious when you're saying stuff like this. You gotta obviously be knowing what you're talking about. You can't say stuff like this and then it makes sense. It just cannot. Like, you gotta say things that make sense. And unfortunately, I see too many ladies in the black community getting too excited to see, oh, look at what Eve got going on. Oh, look at what's going on here. Oh, look at what's going on there. Y'all too excited about this. Because the moment that people start hearing this, other dudes, other communities like, wait a minute, what am I paying for? Now, again, it's better for you to not even say nothing. And again, I'm just talking about this. Y'all are not making black men feel no kind of way by y'all acting. If y'all appreciate this, what's the point? It's almost like me dating somebody that's like, let's say they Caucasian. I date a Caucasian lady, right? Let's assume. So I'm talking about black women ain't this and black women ain't that. Assuming that that's my mentality, all right? Listen to this, I end up with a white woman. The white woman comes out while I'm married to her and talks about how she got something that happened to her, let's say, basically some kind of sexual immorality with somebody as bad as Suge Knight. With some, like, the most horrible person that you can be in hip hop is Suge Knight. And you would just do that just so that you could get back at me. All because you're down bad. So what wouldn't you do to get back at me? It is completely pathetic, right? And then I'm sitting back and I'm married to that person. I'm taking care of that person. I love that person. Okay, you can say that people can change, things can change, but maybe they can't change. And maybe he's still dealing with the same kind of person that he's dealing with right now. So basically, what kind of relationship is he in? We've already seen what happened with Shakari Richardson, right? So when she can't get her way, what does she do? And I'm not trying to say all black women are the same, but we just understand that if she don't get her way, we've already seen evidence. And then if Eve can't get her way, we've seen evidence. Who is to say that she ever stopped? Are we gonna say it because he white? It stopped? That don't mean nothing. That's a skin color, you see? And then some people go on and get into new relationships, but they never change their way. That's what I'm talking about. Just because you get into a new relationship with somebody, all right, that don't mean that nobody has made you change your way, change your behavior. You can still be doing that and thinking everything is okay. And in fact, everything may not be okay. That's the scary part, right? And then the same ladies out here talking about how they need to go to the Asian community, go and get a white man from this community. Let me tell you something. I would say one thing, and me living over in Africa has taught me something. People do not, for the most part, want to put up with the problems that you have in the community, all right? And I'm talking about whatever community you come from. They typically do not want to deal with that. You can say it like, oh, looking at it from your perspective, but like maybe in Uganda, a Ugandan don't want to put up with my shit like they would do from their own people. They just don't. If I'm a foreigner, a Ugandan is going to force me to do something that makes sense for them. A Ugandan doesn't want me to come over to their country and destroy stuff. They can't accept that. I have to be doing a lot better than being a dusty dude. It's just what's gonna happen. If not, I'm wasting their time, I'm wasting my time, and so I'm down bad. If I'm going to be here, I need to do something that benefits the community, right? So if you think, for the most part, that you can go over and deal with white men and other groups of people, and they not gonna pick up on that, they're gonna get you the hell up out of there. And they are gonna get you out of there quickly, fastly, and in a hurry. This is what you gotta understand. Most people not Eve. You're not connected into the industry like that. Some people may not be as attractive as Eve. So again, Eve can get away with stuff like this, but most people cannot get away with stuff like this. You have to typically be very good when you go to somebody else's community, all right? And trust me, I've lived overseas for 10 years. You have less room for error. If I was in the black community, a lot of stuff I could get away with in the black community with my own people, I can't get away with here. Like, let's say, for example, people not paying. People have a hard time paying in Africa for whatever reason. I'm just gonna be honest from what I'm saying. Like, on time, promising, not telling the truth, okay? When it comes to business. It's not everybody, but it's a very, very big problem. As soon as I start doing that, they take that more serious. The Americans not paying? What? Like, you know what I mean? It's a big deal. So I can't get away with the BS. It's not going to happen. Don't ask for it. Don't think it's gonna occur. Just stop it. So the sisters out there, I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all a warning. If you think that most white men with money will deal with something like this, you're out of your mind. They just probably not. Not to say that they won't deal with a black woman, but again, no man wants to hear this. That I married you, I took a risk on you, and then you went out there and you was dusting it up. You can tell me that's fine, you know, but don't tell the world and embarrass me, because you making me look bad for marrying your ass. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. We out.